All right, welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ. Today we're going to be continuing, Unordinary. How are you guys doing? This is a live stream, of course. If you guys don't know this, if you're watching later, this is live. Just a good old heads up. But how's everybody doing today? It's been a long week, like usual. I know we normally do these Fridays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and today is no different. So I haven't really read anything since Saturday. So I usually try to either reread the last couple chapters or like I did during the break, I did the bonus chapter. So the bonus chapter that I read was actually kind of informative. It was really telling, and it kind of told me a lot of details about kind of stuff I already knew for the most part, but just some understanding of the tiers of all the people, and just more of like everybody's abilities and why everybody's kind of charted where they're charted, and what the like the power level differences would be. So I found that kind of interesting, but other than that, that's all it really was. So bonus chapters I just kind of do off stream, so it doesn't really kill kind of the flow of the stream, for one, but also I'm usually within time constraints, so I try to do as many chapters as I can during the allotted time that I have. Since this is more of my time, Fridays and Saturdays normally is my time where I'm editing, recording, and then I have time with family and stuff. So I get only so much time in the day, but this is more for me. This is more of my fun time to stream, interact with you guys, and read something cool. So that's why I've kept it. I appreciate you guys coming in here, yeah, it's definitely I'm definitely excited to read more of this. Brian, thank you for the super chat. The good parts start today. All right, well, I think the last few chapters, or really the entire Saturday stream, I thought was pretty interesting. We learned a lot more about John, about just kind of his background and stuff. It's I'm very excited to kind of go forward with that and figure out what's going on with it. Diego, thank you for the donation. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for all the awesome content you've created. It really helped me get through this whole pandemic. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. I understand. I'm completely in the same boat as you, being stuck in the house, even though I'm in the house a lot. I think a lot of us are regularly, but not being able to go and like do things that that we've all been doing regularly for years is it's just a little strange. It's weird to get used to, and after a while I'm just ready to go, go see a movie, or be able to go sit at a restaurant would be nice. Just like the normal basic things you kind of the things that you kind of just take for granted a lot of the time. Now you can't do, so it becomes more of a, why can't I do this now? Damn it. And then, yeah, that's why we've been kind of stuck in the house, but, whatever. I think at this point we've been, it's been a couple months, so I've kind of found a really good balance of my day for the most part, which is good. Anyway, let's go ahead and start here. As usual, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also, if you want to support the stream, support the channel in general, there's a couple ways you can do it. Obviously, you can subscribe. You can join our Discord and come say hi over there. We have donations through the stream. I'll read the donations. But if there's any like spoiler type stuff, usually mods will be able to catch it, so try not to do any of that. But also, just like, I appreciate you guys usually being pretty good. It makes this experience for me better, makes the experience for you guys better. That's definitely much appreciated. You can also become a member of the channel. That definitely helps, gives you some emotes. I'm working on some emotes for the stream, since I thought when I first started these streams, I didn't know how continuous that would be. I didn't know if we were gonna do this every week, if it was just gonna be random. But since it's been every Friday and Saturday, I think I'm gonna kind of create some kind of cool emotes for this, since we're utilizing YouTube streaming a lot more than I thought I would be. Anyway, let's go ahead and start these chapters. Let's do this. Great. Here we go. So this should be chapter 51. Miss, your father will be leaving for his trip tomorrow. This is the work he assigned you for tonight. Let me just make sure it's the right chapter. Yeah, it looks like it. I will be back to pick it up in the morning. Please don't disappoint us again like last time. Have a good night. She's kind of like the same boat as everybody here, kind of stuck in the house and not being able to go anywhere, unfortunately. Man, I feel for her. Definitely probably would be aggravated, especially when you know everybody else is like out and in school and you're kind of stuck in the house. John, you can get yourself out of anything. You'll fight your way out. Oh yeah, she's definitely worried about John as well. Bluff your way out, or you'll just run away. If you can do all that as a cripple, then what's stopping me? Good morning, miss. I'm here to pick up your assignments. Have you completed them yet? Nope. Please finish within the hour. Actually, that won't be possible considering I haven't touched any of it yet. The sass. And why is that? Because I didn't want to. Miss, it's not about what you want. Your parents gave you a task. It's your duty to complete it correctly and on time. If your mother finds out, it's fine. I'm going to speak with her directly. So you don't need to worry about explaining anything to her. Stop. Please let me know what you wish to say and I will relay your message to her. I'm sure she has a lot to say. There's no need. Miss Seraphina? Oh, she's freezing. Okay. It's freezing her. Freezing time. I mean, she definitely, she's learned from John. I think she just like envies some of John's traits and some of the ways he's able to act, and it makes her want to be more like him. If you can do it, then so can I. Oh, she's gonna say it straight to her face. Mom, Seraphina, I thought I told you to get rid of those hair extensions and fix up your jacket. What are you doing out of your room? You should be working. Mom, I'm not doing those assignments anymore. I don't like the way I'm treated here. I want to be able to walk around freely and dress how I like. Don't act so selfish. Stop whining about such trivial things. Be grateful for everything we've given you. Unlike everyone else, you were born privileged. The path to success has always been laid out for you. Don't abandon your responsibilities, like what your failure of a sister did. And they do keep mentioning her sister. Now go back to your room. You know, I finally realized why Lila ran away from here. This place is cold and lifeless. Everything is objective driven. It's unbearable. You always call her the failure, probably because you don't want to admit that your own actions are to blame for what happened. Don't you dare speak to me that way. Oh, here comes the slap. Actually, she can avoid all these things herself if she, if she catches us on time by doing this. What? I mean, the mom should know better. She knows her ability. How did you stop me? Because I'm faster than you, obviously. Ah. Seraphina, stop. Unfreeze me this instant. Not till you hear what I have to say. I want a plane ticket back to Wellston by the end of tomorrow. I can't stand living here another day, so I'm going back early. Please reactivate my phone and credit cards. I'm packing up all my stuff tonight. Crazy child, you're not going anywhere. Actually, I'll be leaving no matter what, but how I go is completely up to you. Choose wisely. What would others think of you if both your daughters ran away from home? What are the chances of having 2 failed children? Maybe the mother is at fault here. You're threatening to run away? You couldn't survive a week on your own. Mom, either buy me a ticket or I'll find my own way back. Damn. I mean, she's being assertive here. You have to give her credit for that. Okay, I'll let you think on it. Oh, and I only fly first class. After all, I am your daughter. You gotta respect the sass. You have to. Serafina. I gotta give her props here. She really kind of stepped up, and you can only take so much from, like, especially with parents like these, you can only take so much. And she was up to the boiling point. I did it. I broke free. Right. That's a great job on her part, though. I knew she would do something like that, you know, eventually, but holy crap. Holy. Alrighty. Top story. Students cause bomb threat at Coverall Mall. Ah, what the hell? My article didn't get chosen. Hey, at least you technically still made it onto the front page. Remy, Blake, and Ison, please report to the main office. 52. I'm sure you 3 know why I called you here. Ah, yeah, remember on Saturday when we read this, they were at the mall, and then after a bunch of things happened, they ended up, you know, we kind of saw how the security guards, the mall cops had so much, like, power. When does a mall cop have that much control? Is everything written in this article true? Not entirely, sir. It doesn't tell the complete story. We tried to chase after the culprit, but were mistaken for the ones who set off the bomb. There was a misunderstanding, but we cleared things up with mall security. Good, at least you did that. Let me remind you, Wellston has a very unique environment. Here you have the freedom to exercise your abilities as you wish, because the damages are easily repairable. But the moment you step off campus, you need to be more careful. Wellston's reputation and others' safety are on the line. You are 3 of the most powerful students. What you decide to do out there could significantly impact those around you. So the next time any of you run into a special situation, don't act impulsively. They're supposed to be, like, representing their school. Technically, they're, you know, they're high tiers. You know, we have, that was another thing we learned in, like, the bonus episodes, was the high tiers, God tier. I hadn't really, like, looked at the actual scale, because they had talked about them individually, but it had never been shown visually like that, all set together. So I thought that was kind of cool and informative. Don't act impulsively. Think about the consequences of your actions before making a move. Is that understood? Yes, yes, headmaster. That wasn't so bad. I thought we were gonna get pummeled. Yeah, and can you believe that man actually reads the school papers? I wonder if he likes my articles. Yo, I'm hungry. Let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, let's go. The events in the paper happened only 2 days ago, and on a weekend no less. How could someone from our school get a hold of the news so fast? Hey, Remy, you coming? Yeah. Could it be that someone's been watching us? Still on top of the roof. Here we go. Hey, Arlo, fancy seeing you here again. I mean, you already know he's gonna be there. He goes there, you know. So did you enjoy the mango boba? Check it out. My papers don't fly all over. There you go. I mean, if it's windy, you're screwed if you didn't do something like that. No. What? What are you doing up here again? Just taking a breather before my next class. Take it somewhere else. This place is off limits. How many times do I have to tell you? Please. If me being here really bothered you, you would have thrown me off ages ago. Very true. Like, they don't have to just say words. They have abilities, so if they're really angry, they can show it. As we saw him do that before, when he was, you know, when they were actually fighting. So, you sure come up here a lot. Yeah, it's quiet here. I can clear my mind. And I don't have to bother with all the nonsense below. It's kind of a good area. Ah. Maybe he was oh, is this like maybe his old school? He was doing the same thing. Yeah, I hear ya. Guess there's not that much to talk about between the two. Ah, crap, I forgot I still have class. Oh, wait, first, you got any plans after school? Not really, I might run some errands. Mind if I tag along? I don't really have much else to do. Actually, yes, I do. Oh, come on. I'll help you out. What kind of person does errands alone? Anyway, I gotta go, but let's meet at the school gates after class. That's kind of interesting. He, like, actually wants to spend time? I'm sure he's thinking maybe he can, like, learn more about, like, what he's doing in the background or something. I don't know. Be there or be square. How does Serafina put up with this guy? Whoa. You actually waited? Don't remind me. Alright then, where are we headed? At least he looks happier. Him having this interaction, I think it's kind of the same thing when he started, because he was, you know, upset before, and then when he started talking to Sarah, he became slightly happier and happier, and he was kind of acting like this as well. So maybe he's kind of using him as a substitute for Sarah. I'm definitely getting those, I'm getting that from that conversation. For sure. All right, here we go. So they're on, okay. I think they have probably a lot of awkward pauses and not much to say to each other. Oh man. We've been on this train for a while now. Hey Arlo, we're going out pretty far. What kind of errands are you running exactly? I don't like that smile. You'll see when we get there. Oh, okay. Did he change his plans now that he knows that John is going? The number you have reached is currently unavailable. Please hang up and call again later. Oh, yeah. So she's able to actually go back, but none of them know that she's leaving early. Or she's going to come back early. I guess he still hasn't gotten a new phone yet. All right, miss. Where to? Wellston, please. Hey, so where exactly are we right now? This is Wellston's turf war location. What? You took me to turf wars? Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not really built for this kind of environment. I thought we were gonna go grocery shopping or something. Relax, no one's fighting. I'm just meeting up with some people here. Besides, with me around, what could possibly happen to you? Come on, let's go. I don't know if I like this, actually. But if he was intending on going there already... Oh, there you are, Arlo. We were starting to think you weren't gonna show up. Those two. They're the ones who broke my phone. Okay. The people he was... Okay. Yeah. I mean, at this point, he's had a confrontation with almost everybody. What are they doing here? Mind telling me what's going on? Hold on, stay there for a sec. Arlo. Yeah, they look a little bit too happy. I'm getting bad vibes here. Lock him down. Oh no. They baited him. They baited him. What? But what are they gonna do though? I mean, obviously attack, but... Or are they trying to bait him to, like, get mad and attack them? I trusted you. Don't tell me. The thing is, did you really trust him though? At this point, I'm hoping he actually didn't, because, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess Sarah acted the same way, and then she ended up, you know, being somebody you could trust. So maybe he was starting to get that feeling from him, but... Ugh. Oh shit, they're actually out for blood? They're really at... This... Arlo, what the hell are you... Yeah, they're going all out. They're trying to get him mad. That's the only thing I can definitely tell from. Surprise. I knew you couldn't trust him, but I didn't know it was to this extent where they would, like, what? Pound him into submission? Like, literally just make him hurt until he'll stop? I don't know. What is his true intentions here? Okay, so this is like flat. This is previously on. Actually, that sounds more like a Yu-Gi-Oh intro. Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh. Surprise. Episode 54. Bashing him right in the face. Why not? Why not? Music's not changing, guys. I don't have other music set up. Arlo. Oh, how rude of me. I haven't introduced these two yet. This is Ventus and Millie. I believe you've met before. They're the ones who broke your phone. How do you know about that? Whoa, you really are oblivious. I'm the one who told them to do it. You never wondered why I was willing to tolerate you? I feel like this is something we already knew. Like, we already knew that he didn't like John. We already knew that he was plotting something, because it's been showing that. But to this extent, that's why I didn't really trust him, but to this extent where they're just, like, really physically harming him. Why would someone of my status associate myself with a cripple like you? I already warned you, didn't I? I had no intention of ever being your friend. In fact, I quite despise you. Damn. Why? Hi, John. Meet me at the fields after school. I have something to show you. Oh, okay. So the green-haired girl, Claire, baited him into, so he thought the same thing before, so this is gonna give him kind of like flashbacks, because it's the same type of thing. Hey, let's go to this location, you know, to meet up, or, you know, he followed him. Hey, we're gonna go do this with me. Oof. All I wanted was to be ordinary, to be able to get along with others. Oh man. Claire. But why? Why is it that when I finally get what I want... John, the real reason I called you here... You gotta feel for him. All of it turns out to be fake. What am I doing wrong? The real reason I brought you here today is to put you down. God, it sounds like you know, you're putting down a dog or something. Jesus. or knock you down a peg. Yeah, you're such an eyesore. It's time you start acting like the peasant that you are. This is why, I mean, this is why he got mad in the first place, and probably the reason why at his past school he would freak out like that. You're not part of this conversation. Wow. What did you say to me? Just how much will it take to break you? There's no one around for miles. So we have all the time in the world to ingrain this lesson into your head. You are completely powerless. Everything that you've experienced in the last few weeks was by my will. We've had hints of it. We've had many, I mean, not even hints, just blatant, like, showing of what he's doing. Seraphina's suspension, your limited contact with her, your rescue from those 4 mid-tiers, and every encounter we've had afterwards. They were all facilitated by me. You have control over nothing. Yeah, he was extremely setting him up. Very calculated. Ever since his introduction, it's shown that he has this personality. This is not something new. I came to Wellston to turn over a new leaf. I wasn't selfish. I didn't boast about my power. I didn't hurt anyone. How? How did things end up like this again? Like the repeating of situations, the repeating of environments. Sometimes if the environment is the same, it's really hard for it to not like same type of people, same type of thinking. You're probably going to get the same result. Monster. No. I mean, he's dealt with this every day, every single day. I mean, the only situation, like in this case, he technically he didn't really realize she was trying to help him here. So the reason why he had gotten hit initially here is because he, reacted badly in that case. But every other circumstance has been like on the other side. I'm not the monster. Got nothing to say? Still processing? They are. Why don't you help him out? Melee. Arlo! I know it would actually, in an anime, it would be an insanely giant scream, but I just don't have the voice for it right now. I'll blow out my mic. It would be more like the Arlo, but projected louder. What the? Okay. So, okay, let me process this for a second. So there's black aura going around, meaning that he has an ability. This has to be an ability, right? So he's been he's been hiding an ability. I had my suspicions here. Either he's been hiding an ability, or because it can't be something. I don't think this is something new. It can't be something new. It's something that obviously he must have accidentally done before, let it go, and then when he moved schools, maybe told himself not to do it again. And at this point, it's like, because the harder and harder people pushed him, the more mad he got. You saw the expression, you saw, the hairstyle change, the everything. I don't know, I want to say this is shocking, but at the same time, it's like, it makes so much sense Like, him having an ability makes so much sense, but also, why wouldn't you, oh god, like, why wouldn't you, because they're, if this isn't, I mean, it has to be an ability. Why would you hide it if you're getting treated that way because you don't have an ability? He's been called a cripple, and they're all treating him that way because of that. So does that mean he maybe at his other school had an ability and like was like, because they had said that he was like that he was the, you know, he ended up becoming like the king or whatever, which that's really what made me suspicious, is when of the other school that I believe that was quoted like on the, it's crazy to me, like him having an ability. I'm trying to process this while I'm seeing this here. Him having an ability, yeah, it must have been that. Like he either had the ability, showed the ability at his other school. It went badly for him because of that. So he decided to go the other route of not having an ability, and he got the same results. That would make the most sense to me. And if this isn't an ability, I don't know what else is, because his strength seemed weird in the first place. Holy shit. He's got dark aura. What's going on? You son of a bitch. Yup. Anger face, glowing hands. He has some type of an attack ability. And they knew. They've been digging up on research. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. His push to bring him out here, attack him to a point where if he didn't do this, he would have to activate it. Okay, that makes fucking sense. Episode 54 end. I don't know if I'm right or wrong here. I think this is really fun to kind of I'm just talking through this and theorizing. This is cool. I'm gonna let this play out, guys. I'm not reading comments right now, so just a heads up. I want to read the next couple chapters here. What's going on? Unordinary, episode 55. Oh man. What is this? I thought he was a cripple. But Arlo is still smiling, so things must be going as planned. So they didn't know, but he knew. Okay. Yeah, the eyes glowing thing has become very, very more apparent. Now that we see his eyes glowing just like them. Huh? Oh man, it's like demon hands. Like those demon, like his hands have turned into those long, like with the long fingers. Holy shit. Of course he's being defended. He has the same ability as me? What are the chances? Oh. Is it the same? I don't think it's the same though. Maybe his is just stronger than hers, or similar. Get out of my way! Oh, fuck. Okay, extreme anger at this point, I think he's on the I don't give a shit level at this point. Get out of my way, get out of my way, I don't give a fuck, that kind of mode. Yeah, he's... Oh, man. Who said you could interfere? Melee. No wonder he had a couple people with him, just in case. Got him. Actually, that's kind of a weird picture here. No eye on the other side. What? That's my wind. Is he... Is he able to, is he reflecting it or copying it? Either a reflection or maybe a take ability. So if they push something to you, you take what they're using. That would be pretty OP, but he already has, yeah, it has to be something like that because he's using, I mean, with the hands and the wind there, that barely did anything to him. Somehow he's using both of our abilities. Be careful, he's dangerous. But if we work together, we can beat him. Can you still fight? Yeah, don't worry about me. Okay. So abilities can kind of be used to team up together. Some, I'm sure, work really well together. Kind of a whirlwind slash. Actually, I like that combo. Trash. John is ready to take out the damn trash. He's became the garbage man of Unordinary. John, the fucking garbage man. Blades of Wind. That's not part of Ventus Kit. Let me see here. Okay, so if it's not part of the ability, does he have other abilities as well? Is he copying? Is he being able to keep them? There's a lot of scenarios I can think of here. Holy shit. Ventus! Yeah, they don't stand a chance here. I can already tell. I feel there's a big reason why he was not using his. It was strange that he was able to take down people with pure physical ability by himself. That in itself was kind of suspicious. Holy crap. A darkness whirlwind tornado. Yeah, he's not holding back at this point. I don't think he cares who he injures, whatever happens. Once he's lost control, you can tell. He's done. Melee, hang on, I'll catch you. Come on, come on. Oh, shit, he's just going. That's gonna break a bone. All right, John, you won. You're stronger than both of us. I'm sorry for what I did, okay? Wow, they never do this. I'm sorry for what I did, okay? Please, if she falls from that height, she might... Shut up. Please, just let me save her. Damn it. You can do whatever you want with me later. Please, just let me go. Now it's on the other side, and they want mercy. She might not survive the fall. Ooh. That's true. Is John at that level where he'd let somebody die? I said shut up. Okay. John is beyond. John is beyond. He does not care at all. He's gonna smash bodies and frown about it. Holy fuck. Is she dead? No. If she's dead, John is screwed. I feel like society, I mean, they're attacking and fighting in the halls and everything's okay, but it doesn't seem to ever get to this extreme. Holy. And he's fingering to the neck. Holy crap. Yeah, it's like you massively trigger John, and when you trigger John, something bad happens. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. I don't know about the other two, though. So this is what you've been hiding all along. He had to have expected something like this to happen, though, especially if he researched him and he knows, like, more than we do. Like, he should have known this. So maybe he was okay with casualties or injuries. This is the true John. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, Ventus... He had the high speed, and she was more of a power type. So they kind of were a good combo, but holy crap. Look at John's here. So John has low defense and recovery, but even his low are the average of the other twos. But you look at his speed is 6, which is like higher than both of theirs on anything. His power is 7.5, but look at this. This is the thing on the chart that I didn't 100%. I don't understand. But trick could be like trick meaning like you can hide your ability or trick, but everybody has trick though. I don't know. That stat line's a little confusing. Or just like more of an like trick maybe like unpredictable. Is that like maybe unpredictability? Oh man, what a good episode there. Holy crap. Sorry we went so slow with that in the last two, but I wanted to make sure I'm processing this right. I tend to be like, you know, when something initially happens, you want to counter it and be like, oh, did I see this wrong? Did I read this wrong? Was this did I take this wrong, or was this shown wrong? Oh man. Okay. Now he's getting attacked. Chapter or episode 56. Holy crap, let me get a drink of water here. I haven't even I haven't even taken a drink. Holy crap, guys. Shoot. What did you guys think of these parts? I mean, okay, here's good questions. And anyone watching these later, feel free to answer. Was anybody already suspicious of this? And if you were, what chapter or what episode made you suspicious the most? Like, and if you weren't, how surprising on a scale of 1 to 10 was this to you overall? I was a little suspicious, especially on the latest few chapters when he started raging, but at the same time I chalked it up to like his strength level. I thought maybe there was something like you didn't have to have an ability, you could just be plain overly strong without having an ability. That was like my one thing that I kept going to in my head, but to this extent was pretty surprising. Especially the thing we're seeing here, which it looks like either some type of copy ability or some type of, like, at first I thought it was reflection, but they also commented about him using an ability that wasn't there. So maybe you're able to copy an ability and keep it, kind of like a Mega Man scenario. That would actually be kind of funny. You know, Mega Man take an ability, keep using it, you know. Holy crap. That's my good old water jug. I actually didn't put that much in it. It's funny, when I drink this, it looks like I'm drinking a crap ton of water, but in reality, it's really not that much. They're pretty much sips that I take out of that. Oh man. All right, guys. Well, it seems like you guys are on different levels when it comes to when you would figure it out, or if you figured it out, and how surprising. But I think that's pretty normal. It just seems like This was very, especially since this is already, you know what's really funny? This is already, you know, 56 episodes in. This big of like a change is drastic. I mean, what kind of, I mean, I haven't read, like I said, I don't have that much experience reading, but when I'm thinking about animes, we've had some where it takes a long time to fit, like, to fully show certain people's like actual abilities or actual, I mean, I think Attack on Titan is a good example of that. So, but I think this does this very well. We can definitely say this is not a normal school, you know, school anime or school, you know, webtoon. And he's still utilizing those things. Holy crap. John, you think by obstructing my vision and throwing a bit of wind at me, you'll get me to use my barrier? Hold on one sec, guys. All right. We'll give a little bit of a music I was using in solo leveling. I think this is a good, I think it's a good time to do it. Why not? All right. All right, here we go. You'll get me to use my barrier. Yeah, this works. Holy crap. I think he might be underestimating John here. You'll have to try harder than that. God damn, it's like, he's got to have reasons not to show this. Like, he could have easily not been in the spot he's in. Strength is ridiculous, but sometimes too much strength can be bad as well. Especially, you know, strength with the wrong person. You have to know how to use your strength. Holy crap, we haven't had a lot of these, like, these attack scene, like, shots like this. It's been very few and in between, so it's kind of nice to have these. Once I activate my barrier, he'll most likely be able to use it. I only have one shot to take him down. Holy crap. I mean, as we've seen, he's technically the king of the school, so he's gonna, and he's god tier. So we can go hit for hit with John. Ah, he took damage. He cracked it? This is usually the type of thing where you hit them this far, they run into like 10 buildings, or they run into, if it was Dragon Ball Z, it run into like 10 random canyons that are out in the middle of nowhere. Holy crap. John's still standing, though. It seems like he has a lot of control over his barrier, putting a barrier on himself, or a barrier on them. Yeah, and shrinking, and possibly, this could probably suffocate him. What? He's using his own barrier to stop mine from crushing him? It has to be. It has to be a copy ability. It has to be. Holy, his stats moved. The defense wasn't that high. His defense is 10. Who's calling me? Sorry, one sec, guys. I should have turned it on silent. I apologize. But like, defense and trick, 10 and 10. Wow. Okay, I can't explain that one. I have no idea why his stats would move. Okay, now this is getting interesting. I thought my theory was pretty solid, but now I'm not so sure. Thanks to my ability, he's barely taking reflective damage. At this rate, he'll break out. Yeah, he's gonna break it 100%. Yup, he underestimated the garbage man. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling John the garbage. John is the fucking garbage man. He thinks everybody's trash and he wants to take it out, no matter the freaking cost. Oh. On one side, I kind of feel happy for John, but at the same time, I know this isn't good overall. My barrier. I know that, like, he's out of control right now. But when you see 50 episodes of him getting his ass beat, can you blame me for not kind of feeling a little bit less bad for the other people? Though I can already tell that it's not good. It's gonna get much worse before it gets better. I mean, he's still standing. He's not the king for no reason. Ooh, is he gonna break it? Oh. You gotta have that shot where the two opponents head on head clashing. That's a that's a thumbnail. Ugh. What? So he's got one of his hands doing that dark, or maybe he's reverting them back right now. That must be it. Oh, God. If anyone finds out about what happened here today, I'll dethrone you. He's probably not going to tell anybody then. He got beat. He got beat. I don't think they're going to tell anybody. Oh my God. That's legit. Like, I'm so conflicted right now. I feel so conflicted because I'm like rooting for him, but at the same time, I know it's gonna be bad. Once he's been exposed at this point, and you can tell he doesn't, this was probably like something that's gonna make him trust people even less. He was already at that point to not trust people. How do you go back from this? I mean, he was able to change. He had his former school. He joined another school. He was in a bad place there, so he was able to change. Sarah made him change. So, but at the same time, this is bad, guys. This is very bad. Arlo, I came here as fast as I could. What? You're bleeding. And Ventus and Melee too. What in the world happened here? Elaine, calm down. Heal these two as best you can. I'll take them back once you're finished. Episode 57. I don't understand. These wounds, they would never fight each other. Were they fighting mirror images of themselves? See, I'm keeping with that theory. I really think it's gotta be some type of copy ability. And to be beaten so horribly too. Even at Wellston, only a few could take on in this duo. And Arlo, I've never seen him so badly injured before. Wellston is #1 in turf wars by a long shot. There isn't a single student in the entire region who could stand up to him, except Serafina. So who could have done all this? Arlo, are you okay? Will he, I mean, he got told not to tell anybody. Will he be able to keep the secret though? Don't worry about me. Focus on healing those two. They're in much worse shape than I am. Ah, right. Hey Arlo, what is it? Could you explain what led up to all this? Also, if you don't say it's John, well, I mean, technically, you were saying you were going to a turf war. So maybe you could say another school or something. How did you get so hurt? And why are, it's best if you did, or go this route. It's best if you didn't know. But Elaine, I want you to promise me you'll keep this whole incident a secret. Okay. Something's really off about him. He seems pretty shaken. You know, Arlo, when someone as powerful as you shows worry, it frightens the rest of us. Yeah, because if someone's more powerful or just as powerful as you, and they're scared of somebody, then you have worry to be scared. You have a reason to be scared. Now, how is John going to process this and move forward? That's my biggest question. First Claire. Yeah, he's going to see it like the same. And now Arlo. But you have to remember, not everybody is trustworthy. In life in general, it's gonna happen. But there are people. There are people that are. Where the hell is all the worth in this world? Sarah. Oh, what a bad timing. Because he's not cooled off. He's bloody as hell. John. Sarah? Long time no see. I don't think he knows how to react at this point. I mean, I doubt he wants to show the way he was acting towards Sarah. Maybe even not even tell her. What happened to you? You're covered in blood. I mean, all that happened. How can you explain that to her? Sarah, please don't look at me right now. At least he's a little ashamed of it. I'm so pathetic. Don't look at me. What's gotten into him? The John I know is strong and confident. But right now it seems like he's broken into 1,000 pieces. Even if you're strong physically, doesn't mean you're actually strong. And it seems like when he wasn't using his ability, he might have actually came off as stronger, at least to Sarah. Come on, let's get you inside. What happened while I was gone? Calling Elaine. Episode 57 end. All right. 1 second. I did. Okay. I was like, where is it? All right. What? It's nice to have a change of pace of like action and nice. Like we've had a lot of like chiller chapters with this. Oh crap! I had to raise the volume, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Hold on. We've had a lot of chiller chapters and just like things that weren't the same like than we were used to. Going from solo leveling to Unordinary was a very big difference, and I had like pace wise and just action wise, we're so used to action almost like every few chapters. So with this it was very different, but I liked the change of pace. But I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to these type of things where it's high action, surprises, things like this, great reveals, I'm all for it. I love this. It's crazy it took this many episodes to get to this point, but holy crap, I feel like this is a high for this series so far. Definitely probably the best episode I think so far. Like the last couple episodes have been probably the best ones so far in my opinion. I think yeah, it has to be. It's been great. Holy crap. Oh man, still kind of calming down from it. Thank you for that, Brian. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Something about John. I think it's kind of hard to read this. I'm sorry. John was being called a monster, not his calling. Maybe putting 2 to 2 about John being called a monster. Maybe being a literal monster, and I guess you could kind of take it like that, like the darkness kind of surrounding him, and with his attitude and his anger involved, kind of makes him portrayed like a monster. It really does. It's I mean, I don't know how you come back from this. That's the only worry I have here. Like he obviously did, like he had to have done before, but he had to move schools, so I don't really know. I'm not really sure how you go back from this. That's the only worry I have here. Pio Pico, thank you for that super chat. You made me start this manhwa, although I read all 185 chapters in one sitting. Thank you. It's an interesting one. Yeah, you know what? If I'm actually a pretty big like back in the day with like anime shows and stuff, when I had more time in general, or especially as a kid, I was definitely a binger. So I understand when something gets good, it's so easy to kind of be like, just to go through it because it's so good. I completely understand that. All right. Let's go to the next episode here. Yeah, these last few chapters or few episodes, I had to go. I had to pause so many times. It went a lot slower, but definitely worth it. Worth it. Soaking all that information in. Hello, yes, Seraphina. Seraphina, she's not supposed to be back for another week. Oh, no problem. I'll be there as soon as I can. She wants me to go to her. Will you be all right? I'm fine. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Wait, Elaine? Don't forget what you promised. Episode 58. Here we go. He's bleeding. Yeah. He's definitely... I mean, that's not a normal injury. It's literally soaking his shirt. Holy shit! What the? Hey, can't you see I'm injured? It's alright, Elaine. We'll be here soon anyway. Water? So, what happened out there? Ah, well, it's exactly what you'd expect, right? The school ace leaves and everyone targets her weak friend. So I'm guessing he's probably not gonna tell the truth. No, that's not what I was asking about. I've never seen you break down like that before. Sarah's too smart. I think John should know this. She can tell when things are wrong. After 2 weeks, the first thing you say to me is, "Don't look at me right now." That's not right. But I'm fine now, see? I just didn't expect you back so soon. Anyway, what about you? Where have you been? You weren't online, and don't change the subject. What do you mean? I was worried that something had happened to you. You disappeared without saying anything. My parents cut my internet, but I convinced them to let me come back early, so I'm crashing at your place. Now explain. had enough of the bullying, all right? And I really didn't want you to come back to see me so defeated. But whatever. You're back now, so everything can go back to the way it was. How, though? How do you go back from it? That's probably Elaine. She'll definitely be suspicious if she sees how John is, though. Sorry it took so long. I was hanging out with a friend. It's fine. Come in. Serafina? I just wanted to, about the whole Unordinary thing. I'm so sorry. I had no idea things would get so bad. I really wasn't trying to get you into any trouble. I just didn't know what to do. There's no need to apologize, huh? You didn't do anything wrong, so don't stress over it. Ah, okay. So what did you call me here for? What is he doing here? Yeah, see, isn't this gonna make her, like, suspicious? He's literally... Oh, man. Girl, I live here. Holy crap. John just doesn't care, man. John will say whatever John wants to say. What a loser. You are so lucky you're friends with Serafina. Otherwise, I'd never waste my precious energy on you. Here's the thing, like, I feel like her and a lot of them would have treated John a lot differently. She might have even been acting the way she acts to, you know, to the current king. She probably would act towards John. I feel like she like respects, like, and kind of like sucks up to the higher, like the higher tier, the god tier people. And I think she would probably be acting the same way towards him. I just get those vibes from her. Always getting into fights you can't win. Get a clue already. Her aura seems much weaker than usual. She's already used a lot of energy to heal someone before this. Yeah, oh wow. Okay, so it goes to that extent. He can see this, or he can see all that. Let me see your other arm. No, it's fine. I'll heal it up at the docks tomorrow. You're kidding, right? I'm not gonna leave the job that Serafina gave me half finished. No, really, stop. Will you stay still already? I want to go home. His arm is completely shattered. Who did he piss off this time? Oh, okay. Maybe it won't be as suspicious because of John's history of getting in fights with everybody. That's true. That is very true. But this injury seems familiar. Now, how perceptive is she gonna be? Why? His wound, okay. All right, my initial thought. She could figure it out through his wounds. Maylee's claws and Arlo's barrier. Of course, it's too freaking obvious. Yep, she's too perceptive. So she's gonna, okay. So she's gonna be able to put in, you know, put 2 to 2 together here. But she's sworn under secrecy, so even if she does figure it out, she can't say anything. But he's a cripple. There's no way. That's impossible. Oh, John figured out she knows. Oh, man. Elaine? Shut up. He definitely doesn't want Sarah to know. Now, listen carefully. Finally finished unpacking. Where did Elaine go? I was gonna say, if Sarah walked in on that, shit was about to go down. Oh, she just left. Something urgent came up, so she had to run. Weird. She left without saying goodbye? Okay, so John knows she knows, and she knows John knows, so now it's a bunch of she knows, he knows. It's a clusterfuck. Oh, man. Yeah. How is he going to act now? That's the question. Like, what do you do at this point? You know somebody stronger than you that's in the school that you've been... He knew the thing is, he had to have known the result. He was trying to get him to go out, but maybe he didn't think he was as strong as he actually was. He must have thought that he was stronger than John to even want to put himself in that situation where he knew he was going to have to fight. If anyone finds out about what happened here today, I'll dethrone you. That's gotta be going around in his head. Yup. Episode 59. Infirmary. Hey, Darren, did you know that an apple actually does a better job at keeping you awake than coffee? It's way healthier too. You know that they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Then why the hell are you always in my office? I just need to rant. This investigation is killing me. You find anything? Well, no. I've started a scan on all members of the facility, as well as on every guest who's entered the school in the last couple of months. Haven't detected any connections to authorities yet, which is a good thing. Oh, and don't worry, you're clear. No shit. That's the catch to running such a prestigious excuse me, school, I guess. When copies of Unordinary are floating around and groups like Ember are murdering high tiers, all eyes become focused on you. But you know, the kind of guy Vaughn is, he wants his privacy. What a mess. Plus, I still haven't figured out a way to scan through the students without alerting them. Our rep will take a hit if this gets out. Well, good luck with that. Okay, so they're monitoring stuff. Just talking about it stresses me out. Speaking of which, the hell, man, why do you still look so pissed all the time? Don't you get a girlfriend, or didn't you get a girlfriend? Be happy already. What? I think he thinks he's smiling and happy, but in reality, he's always frowning. Oh, so you two are doing well then. Any progress? Come on, fill me in. What's she like? Lila was her name, right? Calm down. We've only been on 3 dates so far. It's nothing serious. Lila. Is that the sister they had mentioned a few? Lila, like Sarah's sister? They mentioned. Am I getting that wrong? I'm gonna look like an idiot if I'm forgetting the name wrong. I think that's the same name. But we're I mean, it's not the first time I freaking messed up something like that. But we're going out again later this week. She says she has something important to tell me. Breaking up with you already, I see. Shut up. But yeah, she's a project manager of some sort. Really smart, and also a high tier. Not to mention, she's super hot. I think you guys underestimate me sometimes on my perception. Sometimes I actually am clued in on things, but if I'm doubting myself, sometimes I won't say it out loud until I'm a little more sure. But I'm pretty damn perceptive on things a lot of the time. I've gotten tricked before, so I do like second guess, third guess, and fourth guess myself. Like an 11. Yeah, right. Got any picks? Good morning. Arlo, how long have you been standing there for? Heard you got a super hot girlfriend, Doc. Congrats. You little. What happened to your face? I'm not really here to talk about it. I just came to heal up, so the school doesn't freak out over my injuries. Well, Darren, you heard the man. Can't even enjoy my morning coffee. Everything all right, Arlo? For the most part. My guess is you don't stop by the infirmary much, do you? No, sir, I don't get hurt often. Oh, yeah, he's probably, somebody that's never seen here. Then this is a pretty big deal. Tell me, the one who did this to you, was it another student from Wellston? Go on. It doesn't matter. I have it under control. Here. I haven't made many tonics for you before, so this will work a bit slowly, but your visible wound should be gone by the time classes start. Okay, thanks, Doc. Stay out of trouble, all right? He's a strong kid, I'll say. Who could have done that to him? My guess, probably John. Why would he say John immediately like that? Huh? He's playing cripple. Okay. Actually, no. That makes sense. Okay, so the students aren't gonna know, but if you have access to his files, which I would think teachers and above would, then they would know. Oh, okay, so this is not a full-on secret. It was just a secret within the students. Interesting. Okay. At first I was like, how the hell? But if you're teachers and you have it's in his file, you would think that people would know. So, okay, makes sense. Who else could it be then? He's the only one around who can even touch Arlo. So every time he's fixed up John and like seeing John there all the time, he was probably more mad because John technically should never have had to take a trip there for the most part. Come to think of it, he's been acting very irritable lately. Should we tell the headmaster about this? Of course they would know. If you're gonna get somebody that was a troublemaker, like from another school, like transferred, I would think you would know like stuff about them. So it makes sense for sure. Man, I couldn't understand a single word she said. Oh, I thought it was pretty straightforward. Yeah, okay, whatever, try hard. If you do the readings, the lectures are easy to follow. Hey, so guess what I heard? Someone saw Arlo go into the infirmary this morning. So, he was probably checking in on someone. No, apparently his face was covered in bruises. What? Wait, how's that possible? He's the defense king. I know, but someone must have beaten him. Don't tell me, Arlo, you idiot! Even after all my warnings, you still went and did it? You and your stupid order BS? What are you gonna do now that you've been dethroned? So they had, okay, so a few of them had already figured it out. So it's not just the group that saw him, some other people know about John at this point. Ison, what? Come on, really, Arlo lose? Don't tell me you believe that crap. Cecile. Remy, what are you doing here? Cecile, I want you to tell me who the anonymous writer is. Anonymous writer. Well, now it's slowly starting to open up, like kind of open up this world a little bit. Not in the sense of like land and area, but more so like the stuff that we thought before is now completely different and is making me kind of look at everybody else differently. Especially with the teachers knowing stuff too. Like that part is confusing to me, and I've said this since the beginning, kind of letting people just fight in the halls. There's never anybody there to stop it. It's like they let it happen, but what I don't understand is like, why let it happen? Is there some reason to do that, or they know they'll do it anyway? Is it one of those things where it's like, oh, they're students, they need to, you know, students with abilities, and it's like, oh, they just need to fight it out. Kids be kids. I don't know. Right. All right. Cecile? Anonymous writer. Episode 60. Students cause... oh, the bomb. Okay, so it's going to make the school look bad from... I'm sorry, a few episodes ago. Don't you understand the meaning of anonymous? It means the writer wants to keep their privacy. I get that, but the one who submitted the article is up to no good. And you're basing this off of what? Oh, we already know who it is. I have a feeling. Please, I'm not giving away confidential info without a proper reason. Look, there's something much bigger than we know happening around us. I just don't know what it is yet. Forget it, get your info elsewhere. I'm not losing my reputation over this nonsense, but you're the only one with this info. That's not my problem. Cecile, I'm queen. Give me the name. Huh, really? You're pulling the queen card on me? It's my responsibility as a royal to create a safe space for everyone, and I need this info to do so. What a joke. So not everybody takes the, I guess their hierarchy seriously. You want me to give you the name? Then make me. Wow. Just as I thought. You may hold the title, but you're too pathetic. You have no authority. I mean, she's a lot nicer and a little bit more timid than other people, but... So that's why a girl like this could take a stance. If you want something, establish your dominance and take it. Ooh. When people know their place, nobody steps out of line. That should be the first thing you learn. And yet, here you are, always hanging around those two monkeys, Blyke and Ison, letting them treat you as their equal, even though you're in a completely different league. I know all about your run-in with that cripple. Not only did you stop to help him in the middle of the hall, you allowed him to hit you without any repercussions. This is the example you set for the people around you? Treat your superiors however you want. Who cares if they're far more powerful? What an embarrassment. You're delusional, just like your brother. Damn, you can say that even though he's died? That's harsh. Hey, don't talk about Ray like that. You have no idea what kind of king he was, do you? He's a guy who ignored hierarchy and tried to bring everyone on equal footing. Yeah, okay. He gave lower tiers the false hope that they could actually compete in life. So he was a good guy. He was... Okay. Yeah, that's completely different than the setup they have. No one? Okay. No wonder Arlo would change it to this other system because... Okay, now that makes sense. Looks like Arlo was, like, on the lower end of their group, right? And then when he saw all this happening, hated it, and then when he ascended, ended up, you know, changing it to the way he wanted it. Then burdened us higher tiers with unnecessary responsibilities. He completely overlooked the fact that if you neglect hierarchy, people become confused. Fights will break out, and those who think they stand a chance will get hurt. Oh. So by her thinking, if lower tiered people or people without abilities think they have a chance, right? They think they have a chance to fight. That means they'll fight all the time, kind of like John would. You know, fight all the time, pick fights. But in reality, people that have abilities could technically harm people drastically or kill. So in their head, it's actually reducing the casualties and injuries possibly that could happen by doing it this way. That's a different way of thinking. Your brother left the school in complete chaos. At least Serafina and Arlo were able to clean up some of the mess he made. But Ray didn't mess up. He just wanted to help everyone. And he wanted everyone to help each other. Ugh, honestly, what do you know, princess? This world isn't all unicorns and rainbows. Kindness and sincerity won't be replicated. And charitable actions won't inspire others to do the same. The whole thing is just a waste of effort. Just take it from someone who's dealt with it. Your brother was an idealist and a weak king. You should learn from his mistakes and step up. She's really blunt. Holy crap. Ray. Kindness and sincerity won't be replicated, and charitable actions won't inspire others to do the same. Not always the case. There are people... There's always going to be the people that don't, but there also will be people that will. Ray died while trying to help others. But was it worth it? God, the death pool is still there. What difference did it make? Are you busy later today? I mean, that's a lot of kind of things to think about. And it's cool to see the other side, even though I still don't really fully agree with it. It does kind of show that they're not acting that way, and they don't have their, you know, the whole hierarchy kind of set up like that for no reason. At least they have some thinking, even if it's might not be the right way of thinking. They do believe in it. It's not just a bunch of like BS. At least the way she explained it. Maybe not everybody thinks like that, but at least the way her thinking is. Look at this guy, so pathetic. A cripple like you should watch where you walk. You just made my uniform dirty. What do you have to say? You're garbage. Huh? What did you just call us? Telling you, man, John the garbage man. I said, you're fucking garbage. How dare you? All right, children, break it up. Who the hell? Tyson? Don't you guys have class or something? Get going. Hey man, you alright? Oh, wait. See, the thing is, like, him acting like that towards him is kind of BS now. Like, don't touch me. I just have to keep him calm till Seraphina comes back. Yeah, see, like, I guess now some people are actually scared of him and worried about him, so they're not going to act the same way, which is complete BS. That's why I was saying, like, they would act differently if they knew about that. It's just, it's dumb. Episode 61. Hey. Late again, Pinky. Don't call me that, asslow. I lost track of time, okay? Nothing new there. So, everything all right? You've got caught up in that whole bomb scandal at the mall. Oh, that. It was just a smoke bomb. No big deal. A big enough deal to be called to the headmaster's office, though? You be careful how you present yourself out there. Wellston has a reputation to uphold. I know. We already got scolded for that. That article, though, the details were scary accurate. We stopped at a booth. The bomb dropped. Then we ran towards the west entrance. Ison got hit by a truck. Like started charging a beam. I ran ahead, even when security flagged us down. It's almost as if whoever wrote that article was there with us, watching our every move. Anyway, so I heard the rumors about you going to the infirmary before school started. What? But I made sure I was alone this morning. That's ridiculous. Not so much, considering everything that's been going on lately. Could it be someone was following me around? Wait a sec. Are we both being followed? You're the strongest one out of all of us here right now. You can try to brush this whole thing off, but to the rest of us, it's still scary. If even you can't protect yourself, what can the rest of us do? But if really nothing happened, then I guess that's fine. I just wanted to hear it from you. Hey, Pinky. I told you not to call me that. I want you to explain to me exactly what happened at the mall. What led up to the bomb drop? Well, we stopped by a booth that was offering prizes, anyone who could score 5 plus on the level scale. So high tiers, right. And when I got my prize, I knew there was a chip in it because I recognized it as the same bear that Seraphina had. Her too, yeah. If your hunch is correct, yeah. And the one tailing you really was the writer of the article, then they work under Cecile. Cecile, another high tier. Whoever these guys are, they have intel on every high tier in Wellston. How long has this been going on for? What's their purpose? You mean almost all of us? You're still, unless, don't tell me, you're being watched too. The rumors were true. You were injured. You lied. Why didn't you tell the truth when I asked? Because it's nothing, it's fine. I know his pride is hurt, definitely. He got knocked down a peg. But I think it's good for him. I think Arlo is gonna need kind of a, I think he needed a wake-up call. No, it's not fine. How could you say that so casually, especially after what happened to Ray? You're not invincible, nobody's invincible. You two are the same, always hiding these things from me. Everyone around me is getting hurt and I don't know anything about anything. I feel so useless. What if something happens to you too and I can't... Hey. So sometimes you can act not like a bad guy. Don't worry. I'm strong, I'll be okay. Ray was also strong. So, who was it? Tell me who hurt you. I can't. Was it Ember? What? Where'd Ember come from? Well, of course she's gonna think that because of her brother, but... They keep talking about this Ember group. Look, I guarantee I'm not in any danger. Those injuries had to do with some personal business. There's a lot I'm thinking over right now. I'll tell you everything eventually, just not now. As for this whole high tier thing, it's suspicious. The one with answers is hidden somewhere in school. We'll get to the bottom of this. Gonna try to get to the bottom of it. They are definitely like, I mean, they're obviously very close, right? They're very close. They're, I think Arlo actually acts a lot better towards people that are like high tier technically, like, or under him, right? He seems to have more of a nice attitude. They kind of respect each other to some extent. So it's not, so from that perspective, you kind of see that he's not as bad of a guy, but the way he treated John was, I don't know. I guess he just doesn't want to, obviously he doesn't want to be dethroned. He likes being on the top there. And it seems like he's been there for a while. So, I mean, I get why he would act like that, you know? All right. John's place. Episode 62. Hold on one sec. I don't know why this is so low. All right. Arlo? Arlo? Huh? Come again. You've been spacing out a lot this week. Everything okay? And now he's gonna, oh, okay. Now he's gonna run into him all the time. But no one's, you know, running into each other and knocking papers. Hey, who do you think you are? Oh no. And then people around him is gonna act the same because they don't know. What? You again? Didn't you learn your lesson from last time? Looks like I'm gonna have to. Don't touch him. Arlo? What are you? Aren't you done yet? You're one of the strongest here, right? You're powerful, aren't you? Then why not do something productive instead of wasting your time flexing in front of this useless human? Let's go. People, the thing is, even though he's acting this way because he knows what John can do, him doing this is going to make everybody else suspicious or look at him differently, for sure. What's gotten into him? In all the time I've known him, he's never snapped like this before. John, you disgust me. You have all this power, yet you keep it to yourself, always moping around, pretending like you're the lowest, when you can influence so much with your strength. How selfish. You're no good to society. Not only do you abandon your role like it's nothing, on top of that, you corrupt Serafina with your foolish ideology. Both of you ran away and left all this burden on me. That's one way to think about it. Technically, cowards. Technically, John... But here's the thing, though. Hopefully it's pressed on more and is talked about more, like his past, and because it seems like, I feel like we don't have everything from what happened, but obviously it didn't go the right way from the other school. So there's got to be a reason why he's not using his abilities like that. I don't think he's just being, you know, a coward to be a coward and hide his abilities. Dude, you okay? This battle between two kings. The drama is too much for me to handle. My inner reporter wants to write about it so badly, but alas, I cannot. You're home early. What? John? Wait, you're not John. I was gonna say, I was like, John? I'm like, why? First of all, he's got the look. Oh, is that his dad? Okay. I was like, same hairstyle, but older. He definitely looks like, I mean, that means John looks like his dad. Neither are you. Uh-oh, I write down the wrong address? Tell me I didn't just break into someone's house. Oh, you're John's dad. Yeah, they look extremely alike. Holy crap. Purple hair? You must be Serafina. It's great to finally meet you. Likewise, mister. Please call me William. John talks about you quite a bit. He does? Well, that's kind of embarrassing. Where is he anyway? Oh, school just let out, so he's probably on his way back now. How did you get here so soon then? I'm suspended. How did you pull that off? What kind of kids is my son hanging out with? I got caught reading a certain book. You probably know of it. It's called your book, Unordinary. Is that so? I see now. The reason he wanted a new copy was because his old one was confiscated. It's okay though. My suspension ends this Friday at 4 p.m. I'll move back to the dorms by then. Wait a sec. My son's been keeping a girl at his place this whole time. John, we have a lot to talk about. I didn't realize you two were so close. He wouldn't give that book away so easily. Sorry if it got you into trouble. Nah, it's my fault I got caught. But to be honest, I'm surprised Wellston didn't end up kicking you out because of it. At least that's what I hear happens to kids who are discovered with it. They would never get rid of me. I mean, she's God tier. She's the strongest by far. It would probably look bad, I would think, if they kicked her out. Kids these days, they all think they're the shit. John was that strong, and he still got himself expelled. I guess John really wasn't kidding when he said you were very powerful. He doesn't give out compliments often. So out of curiosity, of the two of you, who is stronger? That's a good one. Oh, actually, this is a good question to ask. Does the dad know that he's not telling people that he has abilities? I wonder. Hey, Sarah, I'm back. What the? John, welcome home. Dad, what are you doing here? Never suspecting. All right. Dad, what are you doing here? What? I can't visit my own son? You could have at least told me ahead of time. Huh? How? You hung up on me last week and ignored all my calls afterwards. Hey, Sarah, could you give us a minute? Huh? Looks like you need it. Come on, Dad. What? This is how you treat your father? At least let me put my bag down first. Hurry up then. Episode 63. When I call, I expect you to answer. Otherwise, what am I supposed to think? I've got no choice but to come check on you. I'm sorry, but look, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I noticed. You've even got a girl living with you. She's only here because she's got nowhere else to stay for the week. I wasn't just gonna leave her stranded outside. Oh, sure. She seems like a nice girl, though. I enjoyed talking to her. What did she say? That you got her suspended, and apparently you talk about me a lot? Oh, and I also asked her which one of you was more powerful. You what? Why would you do that? What the hell? I wanted to know. Shit, what was her response? I mean, I don't know. She didn't take it very seriously. It didn't seem like she took it seriously. Sean, why are you acting so damn shady? Oh, he must not know. He must not know. Why don't I just go ask her instead then, since you don't know how to give a straight answer? No, Dad, stop! All right already. What? Requesting to be treated as a cripple. Okay. Yeah, okay. So his dad didn't even know what he was doing. Are you insane? If others think you can't defend yourself, they'll tear you apart. Exactly what happened. That's the first thing I taught you. What the hell made you think this was a good idea? John, it's just better this way. You know, back in New Boston, people would watch every move I made. So maybe Arlo is in the position, he must have been in the position Arlo is in now, obviously. And, okay. Technically, they can technically relate then. Huh. Wherever I went, I'd hear those idiots talk about me. About how I abuse my power. Though Arlo actually probably does it better than him then. Because Arlo doesn't abuse his power, and It seems, I don't know, and a lot of people seem to respect him, so maybe John didn't know how to do it. About how I was a shitty king. About how terrible of a person I was. No matter what I did, I was always wrong. And the talking only got worse. I just wanted to shut them all up. This power, I'm too weak. It's like he has a strong power but doesn't know how, like he doesn't have the strength mentally to handle it. I don't deserve to have it. Now that's a different way of thinking. Whether you deserve it or not, it's still a part of you. You can't just ignore it. I'm not. I just think this current lifestyle suits me better. I mean, I have Sarah. She doesn't judge me based on how strong or weak I am, and I can always trust her to have my back. Plus, she helps me with my schoolwork, and we have a lot of fun together. I guess he didn't have that type of experience before. No wonder he likes spending time with Sarah. You're really okay with the way things are? Yeah. John, I want to be able to support your choices, but you're not making any sense. You mentioned trust, yet you've been lying all this time. How long do you plan on keeping this from her? It's true. He's technically not been truthful with her at all. And how is she gonna react when she finds out? Like, I don't think he thought about that. You can't hide this. I know that. Look, I just don't see any reason to tell her right now. John, are you afraid that she'll leave once she finds out? Of course he does. Of course. I mean, at this point, he should probably tell her before she finds out from, like, other people. I think that would be the best case scenario for him. Like, because then he can tell her his side. And I think she would take it the best if it's from him. Hey, Sarah. For question 14, did you get 103.7 degrees? What? Where'd you get degrees from? Centimeters. Hey, let me take a look. The fuck? You're still doing homework? Shut up, Dad. It's difficult. If it's so difficult, how come she finished hours ago? Because he's probably, you know, not as good at homework. And she's like a genius. Look, I didn't fly all the way here just to watch my son do homework. Come on, let's play cards. Where's your poker set? But I'm not finished yet. Just do it in the morning or something. Huh, your dad is pretty awesome. I'm sure Sarah's not used to that, having like a chill parent like that. Oh, man. She, yeah, definitely not used to that. Holy crap. Episode 64. New Texas Hold'em. The purpose of the game is to make the highest ranking 5-card combination with the 2 cards in hand and 5 community cards dealt to everyone. Poker hand ranking from lowest to highest as follows. Yes, I know how to play poker. Flush, full house, 4 of a kind, royal flush. Players take turns betting chips based on how high their hand is. At the end of each round, the players with the highest hands wins all chips in the pot. When one player has all the chips, they're declared the winner. Seems simple enough. I feel like Sarah would have a really good poker face. Really, really good poker face. Right now with this hand, I have the highest pair, 2 jacks. Raise 80. I'll match that, same call. Just like that, they both bet so quickly. Neither of them flinched. A 3? That doesn't help my hand at all. I shouldn't bet anything this time. But she's probably not thinking that technically a straight hit the board on the turn there. So technically, and on top of it, they could have a set. They could have, 2 pair. She technically has top pair. Doesn't mean it's the best hand. I shouldn't bet anything this time. I'll check. What will you do, John? Raise 240. That much, and so confident. What kind of hand could you possibly have? There's a straight opportunity. If John has 4-6 in his hand, then he's got it. The probability of that is very, very low, though. So you can technically, especially with the call like on the flop, you can assume that John probably doesn't have that. Why else would he bet so high? I think he most likely either has 2 pair or a set. But what are the chances? He can't be that lucky. Maybe he's bluffing. Hey, darn it. Darn, I can't tell at all. I'll call. Him too. What could they have? 2 pairs straight, 3 of a kind? All I have is a pair of jacks. That's when you need to slow down. Probably check here. Is it worth it to bet this much on a measly pair of jacks? Yep, fold. There's no way I stand a chance with this hand. I'll just watch. Okay, she's smart. I'll watch these 2 duke it out. 9 hit the board. Now there's technically 2 straight possibilities on there. I check. Yep, check. Was he? Oh, was John bluffing? 7 pair. Ha! I win. 9 pair. Okay, they're either just not very good or they were just straight up bluffing. What? You just made a blind bet? That's my style. I knew you were bluffing. No, you 2 both bluffed me out. I had a pair of jacks. I would have won if I hadn't folded. I had the highest hand. Cheer up, Sarah. It happens to the best of us. You'll learn quickly. That's one of the great things about poker. Even if you aren't dealt a good hand, you still have a chance to win. Sure, the ranking of your cards is what determines who wins the pot, but a big part of poker is also how you present yourself and how others players perceive you. Yeah, and because it's her first time, she probably didn't really understand the bluffing part of the game. As long as others believe you have a high hand, those who are unsure will back out. Confidence is key, isn't that right, John? Of course, you get called on your bluff and you really have nothing, then you're screwed. Yeah, exactly. 10 king jack. Ace queen, so she flopped the nut here. She has the straight. I have the highest straight. With the current cards out, I have the highest hand possible, raise 20. Now, if you re-raise here, you give a chance of them like completely bluffing, but without, there's no flush possibilities. So it's actually good to just call here, most likely. John, you can't bluff me out of this time. Call. Raise 100. But you can also see the strength of their hand and take control. So maybe? Yeah. Okay, so if they call like that. What the hell? Jokers aren't in poker? Joker? Whoops, how did that get in there? Dad, you forgot to take out the jokers again. Now we have to start the game over. No need to take it so seriously. Let's keep playing. Of course. A queen. If anyone has an ace or a 9, they can make a straight. Actually, that card is really bad because now there's a flush on there and the straight is a lot easier to have. Probably one of the worst cards she could have seen or saw, but I still have the largest straight, raise 20. He's only raising by a little every time. His cards must not be that great. Same with William. My turn to bet. Yeah, now you have to raise here. Raise 350. Holy shit, you're gonna make me go broke. Okay then. I'll match you, Sarah. I'm out. And, yup, one of the worst cards you could have seen. The flush pulling out there. Now she doesn't have the best hand. And he pushes. All right, I'm all in. Yup. Worst scenario. All in. There's no way. And he just bluffed the previous hand. Could he have a flush? He started off with 2 hearts. What does he have? I can't read him at all. But I've already bet so many chips. I can't back down now. Actually, when you think about it, him bluffing, kind of, he's been technically bluffing through school because he's, you know, people saw him one way, but in actuality, he was way different. So it's kind of interesting that they go with this. But I've already bet so many chips. I can't back down now. Call. Yep, he wasn't bluffing. So he, yeah, okay, so he was bluffing in the beginning, but it ended up turning into a, like, into the nut there. No way. He really did get a flush. I lost. Yeah, yay, I won something. For once. John, you tricked me. You bet low to make me think you had nothing, then came back and bit me at the end when I was already invested. You bet low to make me think you had nothing. So you think you had nothing, you think you have no ability, and then came back and, you know, kind of the same thing, beat Arlo. They originally thought he had no ability. But that's how the game works. You played really well this round. I just got lucky. Did you like it? Want to play more? Nah, I'm going to bed. Sure, the ranking of your cards is what determines who wins the pot, but a big part of poker is how you present yourself, how other players perceive you, as long as others believe you have a high hand. Yes, everything makes more sense now. I've always wondered how John has such a strong attitude. She must think he's bluffing a lot. The reason why he's so confident, or at least acts confident, is because his poker is applicable to real life. Something felt off, though. Usually he's so expressive and easy to understand, yet for some reason, I couldn't see through him at all today. Instead, he was able to read me like a book. It's strange. Yeah, he hadn't been acting like that before, but now that he's pissed off, he's put in this spot where some people know his abilities, it's like, now he's kind of acting, you know, acting mad, and, you know, it's harder to kind of hide how he is. Oh, man. Right. All right, guys, we got another chapter here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'd appreciate that. Hit that notification bell. Smash the like button on here. Let's get the like total up for these videos. If you guys like these streams and you want to see more of these are definitely extra. They're not part of my actual schedule. This is just literally just extra stuff for me and for you guys. So if you like these, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That helps. You can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ajrich for other streams. You could support the channel by donating streamlabs.com/ajrich. That definitely helps to support things like this, which are just, like I said, just extra. It really or you can also become a member. That's another way of helping the stream and the channel. Definitely helps. But we got one more here, so let's go ahead and do this. One more little thing of water here. Oh man, it's funny. I was thinking about it. We're only oh, is that the end? Hold on one sec. Yeah, it is. Okay. We're only on you know, we're at what, 55 now? There's 180 something, which is insane. There's actually so much more, and I am kind of psyched to see where they go with this. Now that John has an ability, like, and we know that he has an ability, like, where's it gonna go from here? It's I'm excited. It feels like now they have stuff to kind of improve on. All right, let's do it. Episode or sorry, 65, not 55, 60. Yeah, we're on 65. All right, here we go. Yes, I'm finished. John, keep it down, will you? Oh, morning, Dad. Hey, I gotta run. But there are eggs in the fridge. Oh, and a few blocks from here, there's a place that has some pretty good sandwiches. Sarah will show you. I'll see you later. I guess since I'm all up already, might as well go for a run. Good morning, Sarah. What was all the noise about? Just John leaving for school. Anyway, I'm about to go for a run. Wait, you run this early in the morning? What's wrong with you? Well, when you're an old fart like me, you gotta do what you can to stay in shape. It's a dangerous world out there, and my body's all I've got. Want to join in? Nah. Episode 65. She's not a morning... Is Sarah not a morning person? Is that what this is? It's seeming like that. Ah, Cecile. Arlo. To what do I owe this pleasure? Just looking for some info. Ask away. The author of that bomb article, who is it? I see you've spoken with Remy. You should stop favoring her so much. If you keep spoiling her, what'll happen once we graduate? Her and that useless Jack take over, and they run Wellston into the ground again, like what Ray did during his term. Oh man. Cecile, let me remind you. The reason why you're no longer a royal. Oh, okay, so she was part of that group. He didn't just slap her, did he? Oh, okay. No, okay. That's what it looked like that for a second. Okay, so this is a flashback. Is because Remy dethroned you. Oh. Now her agitation towards her would make sense. Okay. I get it. I get it. Instead of mocking her, you should show some respect. Be grateful she didn't destroy you a second time. I know I would have. The name. Okay. Her attitude before, when they had their back and forth, makes complete sense now. If you're somebody that gets beaten like that and you were higher up and then you get knocked down a peg, of course you're going to have something against them. Okay. We're getting this. Terrence. See? So that wasn't so difficult, was it? It's not bad at all. Told you. It's the best sandwich place around. There's another place called Woba Boba. They sell some tasty drinks. I can take you there after. Sure. Hey, thanks for showing me around town. It's fine. Not like I have anything better to do, you know, while she's suspended. Oh, I've been meaning to ask. Your book, what was the inspiration behind it? It's different from reading from anything else I've read. Ah, well, there's a question I never thought I'd get. You might as well. The author is literally standing right in front of you. You might as well ask. You see, when you're born completely powerless like me, oftentimes the world feels unfair. When I was young, I'd get picked out on a lot. Needless to say, it wasn't a good time. Back then, I'd always think about what the world would be like if everyone were on equal footing. If everyone was powerless, what kind of structure would society follow? And then, what if there existed someone all-powerful who could see the strengths and weaknesses of everyone? If he wanted to minimize suffering, how would he guide the people? If I were in his shoes, I'd build a world that is open to everyone, not one that only favors the most powerful. That's all. And why now, you know, it makes sense why that book would be banned, because it can be kind of a convincing, you know, it can be kind of something that would change, you know, a person that reads that book might have their mindset changed and then want to follow like that. And the people that have already set up the structure of the world and how everything works, and which not being the way they are saying in that book, could make, you know, things change. And that's the people that already have that would not want that change. As we've seen from, you know, the people that are calling themselves superheroes. And, we're also kind of seeing an example of that with this thing called Ember taking down these guys that are heroes or calling themselves heroes. Now that I think about it, it's a bit childish that I based the protagonist on myself, but surprisingly, it resonates with a lot of people. I never expected it to blow up after its publication. So the book was all about you. Then why dedicate it to John? Well, John was a troubled kid back then, that's for sure. Really? Yeah, I guess to put it simply, he had a hard time dealing with certain realities. There wasn't much I could do to make him listen, so I hoped I could get through to him this way. John troubled? Yeah, she's definitely not used to that. She's seen John differently. But I'm relieved now. I wasn't too keen on letting him transfer so far away from home, but it seems like he's doing okay here. Thanks for looking out for him, Sarah. No need to thank me. He takes care of himself just fine. Yeah, she hasn't, like, seen him. She doesn't, you know the truth. So I'm wondering what her thinking will be once she knows. I am really hoping John will eventually tell her himself, and then they can have, like, a good conversation. Because I feel like Sarah would be that one person that would be able to understand, but you need to make her understand. You need to have a good conversation about it, because if not, it could go badly. Trust is a big thing, and if she, you know, doesn't get told, she finds out from somebody else, I don't like that at all. So I'm really hoping John will step up and talk about it, you know? That's all. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. We will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, for a more Unordinary. And yeah, it's been fun. We pretty good pacing, I would say. We're about exactly 2 hours. Not bad. But anyway, I'll see you guys.